Jackie. I get diamonds, big old pearls, brand new cars, 'cause I got my girl. She my best friend, she keeps it real. I love my pussy, pussy pay my bills. That pussy, pussy, that pussy, pussy, that pussy, pussy, that pussy, pussy. It's so pretty, she's so sweet, she's so good. Wedding days. Your mama don't lie. She say I'm no good. What she don't know is I got you pussy wood. He need this pussy. He smell his pussy. Wanna taste his pussy. You gotta pay for pussy. That pussy, pussy. That pussy, pussy. Pussy, pussy. Pussy, pussy. Police pull me on. They don't write no checks. All between my legs. Trying to live. Girl, I don't pay for weed. I get in clubs free. In VIP, and we drinking bubbly. It's so fast to be in G-strings. And it's so suave to see the print in my jeans. That pussy, pussy. That pussy, pussy. That pussy, pussy. That pussy, pussy. Collect calls from jail. He just wants some stuff. He trying to get home. He wanna beat it up.
Shaya. Oh, Mashanya. Oh, I feel a Shakani up in here. Shandaba.
Hell no, ain't no way. Ain't never been a representative for me, so speak for you, my brother.
Honey, I represent all the men here. Anyway.
For the team, took a bullet for the dream that we would one day all be free, free from prejudice, free from sexism, free from bigotry. I die for creativity, I die for freedom to be free. I died and left a legacy. Oh, but baby, I still live through technology. The sun will start shining.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? First of all, because I know that I'm a real ass nigga, I know I'm gonna do real nigga shit real quick. Okay? Shout out to Reckless Ray De Niro. Okay? This live was inspired by the live that he did last night that I was somewhat a part of because I was supposed to come up onto the panel. But here's the thing. I'm not an actual agent of chaos. I'm literally trying to have conversations to resolve a lot of the bullshit that we're all dealing with and we're all struggling with and misinterpreting from each other. Okay? I was invited to his platform after I did a video that I put up. Once again, he is the individual that we kind of had our back and forth on Black Men Unfiltered, and if I'm not mistaken, I think a part 2 is coming out very soon, so y'all make sure y'all look out for that because I want to finish that conversation. And he has lives on Thursday. I guess it's the Man Cave or something. I don't know. So he invited me over there, even though I said I can create a live tonight and we ain't gotta wait. We can do this right now. But I went over to his live and I listened to some of the commentary because again, I'm trying to genuinely understand the other person's perspective. Okay? But I know that individuals are with the smoke nowadays, so you have to protect yourself. You get what I'm saying? So I was supposed to be up on the panel, but at that time I was like, girl, all of the stuff that they were saying, it was like I know that I was going to be the bombshell. And it was one individual on there who looked like he was ready to pop the hell off. So it was kind of like, am I ready to deal with this at least right now? Because I feel like if we do, we're not going to really have the conversation because there are some people who are not going to be honest. Or they're not ready for the level of honesty that I know I can bring to a conversation, especially a conversation pertaining how a lot of the manosphere has this, how can I say, this outside of yourself tangible type of what you can acquire, and you put your power in the stuff outside of you. And that is where a lot of the detriment comes from. Because as you can see on the screen here, money, power, respect, and pussy is in the middle, girl. The intersections holding all that shit up. The glue that keeps it all the fuck together. Okay? So again, I'm not here trying to have no internet beef with anybody because no tea, no shade, just facts. I don't feel intimidated by none of you niggas at all because I know who I am. Okay? I'm learning how to respect myself and love and honor myself so I can manifest what I desire in my own life. Right? So, in no shade, some of you individuals who want to be the standard girl, not for me. I'm already short. I ain't about to fuck up the rest of my life following some of this ideology from the Manosphere. And when I was there, I was completely shocked because there was a lot of hypocritical stuff going on. And I'm going to say some. Because there were moments where there were a few people on the panel who were able to speak the actual truth and to look at it for what it is. Even though they are very homophobic, girl. I didn't know they was that homophobic. I'm like, God damn, girl. If I get up on this damn live, bitch, I might have to grab my damn piece or something and bust off shots in the background, girl, to let these hoes know, girl, because they was talking about shootouts in Detroit, and girl, I live in Detroit, so it's kind of like, girl, I don't think you want to come with that energy. But again, my perspective is to really have conversations. I'm really trying to face the fear that a lot of people are not really trying to face. Because to make this shit all the way a hundo, okay, a thou wow for real, if we were to work through all of this bullshit, if we were able to dedicate the energy that we dedicate to pussy and and using sex in a way that is destructive and not life-giving, for real, not just through natural birth, but as far as the energy and strengthening the relationship so that you can be motherfucking 80, 90 years old and still be married to the same person. If we can take that energy and focus it onto the problems in the community collectively that we're all struggling with, if we were to do that, we would see what's really going on. And if we were to see what's really going on, a lot of us would want to go back. Because the path ahead is too scary, it's too terrifying, it's too jarring. Because going forward, you are going to have to only go with what the fuck you have that will never leave you nor forsake you, be with you regardless if you rich, you goddamn poor, sickness and in health, all that other shit, which is you. So if you are not enough for yourself, you will exert all of your fucking life force energy into things outside of you. And there are people who are hurt as well who will prey on your ass. And for a lot of the manosphere, because there is this whole playboy ideology, what happens when the playboy gets hurt? What happens when the playboy ends up getting played by a playgirl who plays him better? You know why? Because the feminine aspect, which is not really exclusive to females or women. We're talking about energy here that what's up, Deshaun? That transcends shit. Not this low vibrational, toxic patriarchy. And I say toxic for a reason. Because it's banking on the downfall and the control of other people in order for them to live their best life. That's what makes it toxic. And a lot of the manosphere want a lot of women to shut the fuck up, make them a goddamn sandwich, get ready to put the kids to bed so you can be face down, ass all the way up, just for some of these niggas to stroke you 3 good times. Wow, a lot of the feminine energy. Okay, we can really go into this. And no shade, I've never really been in a manosphere space before. Like the way I was yesterday, I didn't even know it was going to be on that type of shit. I was just ready to have a conversation about what I responded to, and I thought it was just going to be me and Reckless Ray talking it out first, and then other people come up on the panel. But he had things planned, and I respect other people. When I go to other people's platforms, when I go to other people's houses, I take my shoes off. I'm still respectful. I'm still going to vibe with the conversation because that's even helping me. Like I said in my description, I look at all this shit as training, mental, emotional, and spiritual training. I'm dealing with people online who are actually in real life. And a lot of the mindsets we all share. And what's happening, there is a lot of manosphere energy on the rise that is destructive. Not all, I said some. Because there are some individuals in the manosphere who genuinely care about their brothers. And they want men to be better, and they want them to choose better, and they want them to be able to be the best version they can, so that when they do attract their partner will be able to get to receive as well. But to also teach men, hold on, you also deserve to receive good back too. And a lot of the, I guess, backlash that we're seeing from a lot of the feminine or women's community is the fact that now they have agency and ownership over their body. That's why I played that song in the beginning, because that woman was talking about, first of all, her pussy and the power that it has. Because when I was on that live, I started to understand. That's why I said, oh, now it makes sense. And it goes back to the video that I did about toxic masculinity a few months ago, when it's these 3 things, these 3 core elements that make a man a man. his power to conquer, the wealth that reinforces that power, and the fact that he can get pussy whenever he wants. To the point to where it's some individuals who get so tired of pussy, they try boy pussy. Okay? Because if we really about to have these conversations, y'all better be careful what y'all wishing for. Because a lot of y'all be wishing unconsciously and then receive unconsciously and feel some type of way. Now in this live, we're going to use a video that they used, which was in reference to Andrew Tate. I don't know much about him. I really don't know much about him. Okay? But I've heard some things, and I'm gonna say ignorantly speaking on Andrew Tate because I haven't really done much of my research, so I'm not gonna get up here and speak about what I don't know. But I will speak about the video that they shared on that platform last night in reference to Andrew Tate's brother literally trying to teach younger men, or just men in general, especially younger men, not only just financial stuff, because no shade, I will give you that. If you're trying to get your money up, if you're trying to understand credit and all that type of shit, if you really trying to become financially literate, you need to subscribe to De Niro, Reckless Ray De Niro. Now, you can come in on certain lives, girl. Look, I do all types of lives, and my lives ain't for everybody. Okay, I try to make my lives as with much variety as I can, so I can reach as many people as I can. So when he talks about the Manosphere shit, girl, okay, I ain't watching that. But you talking about how I can motherfucking get my shit up, girl, you about to teach me some loopholes and shit and what I need to look out for? Okay, well, that's okay. I'm going to give honor where honor is due. He does have a place in life, obviously. We come to find out that this individual is, I don't know if he's a millionaire or he around money. He got money, okay? He knows how the financial market works. He is very financially savvy, and I'm not a hating ass nigga will sit up here and deny all that. I will give you props, bro. But some of the talking points that you made and that I heard, it was kind of like, I don't know if it's because the money, you now feel qualified that you can do this to women, because it's like, bitch, I have power to fuck, girl. Like, bitch, I have the money, bitch. I have control over you. I can make you do whatever I want you to do. But then when it's time to fuck, girl, and she really been working on them Kegel muscles and be gripping that motherfucking helmet so damn swell and shit, some of you niggas be ready to take off the goddamn condom and just risk it all, girl. Let's not act like that. That's not the case. Many wars have been started because of pussy. Many people have become psychopaths and shit because they ain't getting no pussy. That's y'all logic. But I feel like men who subscribe to that narrative don't have to be trapped in that, because at the end of the day, you have more to offer in life as opposed to money, power, and status. You also are a human being that deserves to be honored and respect. I mean, well, of course you respect it, but to be honored in other facets that are genuine, that are true, that actually give back in ways that money cannot buy. And let's not act like that can't happen, because in the 60s and the goddamn 70s, if you listen to some of the music, them niggas was on the corner singing about pussy and how much they love pussy and how much they want to be dedicated to the pussy. The OJs, last night, me and my woman cried together and then we made love. There are some individuals, girl, who do care about the nuclear family, but also take care of the nuclear family, not just financially and the status and the respect and the power that comes with the shit. Not the whole dick measuring contest, but to actually give to their partner so their partner will giveth unto thee. Women will probably want to suck y'all dick more because damn, I just love him. You might have her play goddamn Destiny Child cater to you and mean it without having to ask for a bag. But since a lot of men are being taught, and we're going to have some examples throughout this live too about the youth, since we're talking about the sexualization of children, and shout out to Black Men Unfiltered because they had a conversation on that I really appreciate, but I also called out some hypocritical stuff too, because it's like, baby, are y'all trying to protect the children for what y'all went through? Or is it the fact that, damn, what I went through is now starting to show up in my face? Just like how there's a lot of men who are playboys and then they have a daughter and they start shitting bricks because it's, oh my God. You got to call an ace and a spade. And yes, I am a same gender loving man, but I also am a man too. I identify as he and him, and I love my dick. And I love sticking my dick in stuff. Now, I have control over myself. I also understand the power that I have when it comes to having a dick. And I use my sexual energy in ways that enhance my life. I don't just bust nuts just to be busting nuts, girl. I be busting nuts to future financial freedom. I be busting nuts, bitch, to relationships that benefit me. I be busting nuts to being able to take care of my family financially. That's what the sexual energy is for. Even Tiffany Haddish said that her grandmother told her that if you want to manifest something in life, do it at the moment of an orgasm. I know how to utilize my sexual energy in a way that benefits me. And the way that this whole manosphere is going, which once again, y'all not ready for the conversation, because you see the jackass on the screen, that's also from Pinocchio. Okay? I made sure to put that in there because a lot of people in the manospheres are jackasses right now. Yeah, I remember that movie. They was doing they shit, girl. Because my fear is that if y'all keep going down this road to force women to use women as a foundation for you to feel goddamn better, it's really going to be bros over hoes. It's really going to be some bro job shit. The DL community might have a spike because none of these women ain't going to want to fuck you. Or if they do, it's not going to be genuine. Okay? So again, as it says on the bottom, opinions and perspectives are definitely welcomed, okay? Because I'm really trying to have a conversation. I'm not up here to hate men and stuff like that. I'm a same gender loving man. I want to be with another man that is self-actualized and healed. And I also care about other black men too in a non-sexual way. I got bros too. I got homies too that I care about their well-being. The fuck? And I'm a dude who still got my dick and balls, so I feel like I'm qualified to have this conversation. Okay? Because if y'all want to play that game, bitch, I'm a top. I give the dick, girl. So the mask for mask is definitely here, okay? So with that being said, let's get into this. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use, okay? So the first video that we're going to get into, and I will be pausing and inserting things again to kind of just help drive context and nuance to the conversation. Okay, we're going to be doing that. But again, the video that we're using is from Valuetainment, entitled "Is Andrew Tate Bad for Society?" Okay, because that's the video that they used. But before we do that, let's look at some of the comments real quick, okay? Listen here, Spicy. I understand, because when I was there, I was like, oh my God, girl. Like, are we, what? Wow. I feel like I'm watching Diary of a Wimpy Kid, girl. We in a goddamn locker room with some fourth graders, girl, who just discovered pussy, bitch, and talking about it. I'm like, oh my God, this is so weird. I don't know, but I mean, I'm there to understand and learn, girl. That's all. I think men that do that are mental. It's a choice by them. That's a choice to go crazy over having sex with women. Play crazy. You know how to control yourself. I think a lot of men are not being taught to control themselves because, and I'm going to say this and we're going to get into it for real. This Bubzdagawd, we dig into this shit, okay? I love deep shit, okay? Especially when I'm stroking, amen. But even with the way that in society how children are raised, boys have more freedom than little girls. Little girls are, well, back then, and now they trying to find agency and ownership, but the social construct of this is what you should be. You should aspire to be a wife. That's your ultimate goal, to be a wife. So little girls were taught to be responsible because they're the ones who are going to be running the household while the man is out working, which means that she's going to be the one that's going to be establishing a lot of connection with the children because that's also her job as well. So basically, she's going to be Cinderella night and day as Cinderella for the majority of her goddamn life. And I can understand why there's some women who do subscribe to that narrative, who do love their kids, but also said, bitch, this is also a full-time job too, because I got to also cook and clean for your ass, okay? When I look and do your laundry and I look at the fucking underwear and I'll just be sitting there like, God damn, you over here spotting like our damn son. At this damn point, who got the period in the house, bitch, me or you? Do you need a pad, nigga? Because a lot of y'all ain't wiping y'all ass either. Because that's some gay shit. You get what I'm saying? So if she's going to go through all of that, hell yeah, she's going to want to be taken care of. And there are some men who can provide that. What's happening now is that there are men out there who use money as a way to project their insecurities onto other women, to talk down about on them, to make them do things. And even when they get to a point to where they was with the shit at first, but they didn't know how extreme your ass was finna go, and they told you no, it's kind of like, oh, well, now we here. And because I have money, power, and respect, there is no such thing as the word no. And the only person that can stop me is God. And then gag when God actually does it, girl. Okay? And again, that's not all of the manosphere. That is some of them. I'm talking to the some niggas, okay? Because all this other outlier shit or whatever, we gonna figure this shit out. Because there are people who are actually getting hurt, and a lot of y'all don't give a fuck until it's you. Then you want people to all of a sudden have compassion. Please make it make sense. Black men, and a lot of men in general, and also women, but I'm a part of the man community, okay? I'm not a trans man. I'm not a female, and I'm not a trans woman. I am a man. I am a male. So I'm going to be talking and checking other mans and males as well when they on that toxic shit. And I'm going to say this, and then we're going to get into the video for real. For some of the individuals, if you have to sit up here and have active awareness about when some shit could or look gay all the goddamn time, and you can't be caught slipping, that's some gay shit. All of the vagina and titties in the world that you want to get and want to have and want to have you, and you out here worried about some gay shit, you ain't got to worry about me fucking with y'all, okay? Because I like niggas who are clean, niggas who douche, okay? Niggas who take care of themselves. I don't know what type of nasty ass women y'all done paid to suck y'all dick while y'all got goddamn what's that shit, dingleberries in your ass, and she trying to suck dick with her lips up and almost biting and skinning your shit because the whiff is so damn strong. Can we get some Loom deodorant down there or some Manscaped or something? Anyway, let's get into the video, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between.
Tate, August 8th, a month ago, 2 months ago, he said the following. Liz Wheeler claims Tristan Tate teaching young men how to deceive women and take their virginity. A conservative political commentator, this girl named Liz Wheeler, Liz, I think you would like this lady, and podcast host recently criticized Tristan Tate, brother of Andrew Tate, allegedly promoting deceptive tactics towards women. Wheeler shared a video where Tate discussed dating and said Tristan Tate teaches young men how to lie to innocent women to take their virginity. I'll do 2 or 3 virgins per year. I'll teach you how. Jordan Peterson even responded and supported you, saying, for advocating family values and discipline, join the criticism by sharing Wheeler's tweet and warning about the potential consequences of weak men influenced by Tate's advice. Peterson wrote, if you think strong men are dangerous, wait until you see what weak men are capable of. Sincerely, someone a while ago. If you want to play the clip, I don't know if you have the video or not,
Yeah,
or
can
is it
we
just a
watch the
tweet?
video? No,
And-
I put the video on the tweet.
Okay, so go back to that tweet and see if it go click on. There you go.
Now this is the part where, because again, I'm here to try to understand as well. I'm not here to just critique. I'm here to actually understand and establish community. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of time, a lot of men, especially in these manosphere spaces, intellectually cannot compete, or at least they have not put in the training to intellectually compete. Okay, when it comes down to these conversations and debates, they really don't mentally qualify to talk about it because it be so low vibrational and it's so closed-minded. Do you get what I'm saying? Because again, shouldn't conflict resolution be the most important thing? Okay, but what happens is that when that does not, when they cannot achieve that, next is the best thing that a lot of them can operate in, and that society reinforces, which is the strength part, the physical part, the violent part. But what happens when the people that you're doing that to can match you on that level as well? Then what happens? Will the conversation be had then? And my job and my perspective is trying to prevent that from happening, which is why we need to start blending our conversations. Now, if men just want a space to be able to just say whatever the hell they want to say and vent, that's perfectly fine. But when you do it publicly, people are going to respond. And if you say you about community, especially when I'm around, we gonna really see about that. Just like how y'all should be vetting my YouTube channel and stuff, but see, y'all don't do that. Because no shade, I sit around and listen to the conversations. I sit around for hours and listen to the lives myself, so that there is no sort of misinterpretation, ain't nothing taken out of context, nothing. So if we're really going to be about this, about it, we're going to have to really be about it. Anyway, I want y'all to see this and hear this for yourselves. Listen.
Yeah, listen to this.
All right, let's watch this, and then let's get your take, and then we'll give our feedback here.
Like me and meet the women who I meet and roll in the circles I meet, you meet beautiful virgins sometimes. Me, I'll do 2 or 3 virgins a year. Now, how do you date a virgin when you're an ice cold player? There is a tactic which I'm going to share with you on how to date a virgin and how to take a girl's virginity. Now, the recipe hasn't changed, but the tactics and the implementation has certainly changed. Be their boyfriend for 3 months and be in a nice relationship with them. That is the recipe. I'm sorry, guys. You want to run into a virgin and fuck her the next day? Don't ask me how. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. I don't even think it's possible. You have to be their boyfriend for an extended period of time. You then have to take her virginity on the 2nd month anniversary or something along those lines, and I'm going to teach you how to do it while still being.
You can pause it here. You can pause it here. So it's a 2-minute video.
No, girl, they paused it there because he was telling all the secrets. He was telling all the secrets. You can't make this up. What in the hell? And the sad part and scary part at the same time is that there are young men who are subscribed. It ain't just young men now. It's some men around his damn age who be trying to get that shit too. Who ain't had sex in forever, girl, and be doing all that shit. Damn, they're about to be a damn serial killer and shit, damn near, to get close to a girl. Oh, there are young children, and we talk about sexualizing the kids, right? Like everybody's sexualizing the kids, everyone sexualizing the kids, sexualizing the kids. Here in this example, you have this individual who is sharing information about how to literally, and you're gonna hear from her mouth, manipulate women. But when I heard that part, there was only like one person on the goddamn panel who literally spoke to that fact. Everybody else just brushed that shit the fuck over. And I'm kind of like, what? But then sit up here and say, well, for women, if you chose a bad person, that's on you. It's motherfuckers out here creating these niggas. And you heard what he said in the beginning. If you want to meet the women I meet, I ain't meeting no bum bitches. I ain't meeting no hood rat hoes. I'm not meeting them low vibrational plate bitches. I'm meeting supermodels. I'm meeting celebrities. I'm meeting people who have millions of dollars. I'm in those circles. I'm in those spaces. And there's a lot of beautiful motherfuckers in that space as well. Even those who are just now being introduced into the space and has not been tainted by the bullshit yet. Because they are looking at it like, oh my God, I'm finally moving up, girl. Until the whole eyes wide shut bullshit start kicking in, bitch. And of course, ain't no better pussy than new, uncharted, tight, supple, cherry popping virgin pussy, right? And he said he was going to teach other men how to do this. Basically, lie to them. Tell them everything they want to hear. They talking about, oh, you love me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love you, bitch. You gonna be my man? Yeah, bitch, I'm your man. You can't see my phone, though. This business on my shit, okay? Bitch, don't be playing with my money phone. That's that line I get bands, I get money on, bitch, okay? Literally teach them that. And then he said, be in a relationship for 3 months, but then fuck on the second month. They trying to get to this shit fast, girl. Like, what? But that's the thing. There are some men who know how to play women really good. Until they meet that damn, what's her name? Something Whitfield girl from A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Until they meet a crazy woman who is psycho, who will fuck you and your mama's life up, girl. Who be slashing tires, showing up at your job, fucking up your credit score, girl. Hacking your goddamn computers and shit. Setting shit on fire. She outside motherfucking burning crosses and goddamn witch shit on your property, girl. And when that happened, I said in the comments, why not just be honest? Thank you, Spicy Lynn Whitfield. Yes, thank you. Why not just be honest, bruh? Why not just stand in your shit and say, hey, look, man, your ass fat, your titties fat, like, damn, that motherfucking shit in the front fat, like, and I want to dive in that shit. You heard at the beginning of the damn song when the man said, nah, bitch, Jackie, you can't be playing in your pussy on this phone, because I'm going to fuck around, and it's niggas outside mad right now, mad at the rolls and shit, want to throw all that shit like how the Nazis was burning books. They want to get all the roses, all the dildos, all the shit and throw it in the fire. Girl, you need us. I say you could just be honest. But I don't know, the way that the response was, it was kind of like, oh, women should just know that. What? It was like, oh, real women should just know that that's a part of the process. Like, y'all supposed to do that. And then we come up with these whole type of alpha male examples, girl. If you an alpha male, go fight an alpha wolf. Go fight an alpha bear. Go fight an alpha tiger. Show us. Be Samson in this bitch. Them old motherfucker, girl, when you wanted to be the biggest and the baddest, didn't you go out and try to find the goddamn biggest fucking monster you can that be fucking up villages and shit and be fucking up cattle and shit, and you went out there by yourself and murdered this thing bare hands, be Conan the Barbarian in real life, then you might be worthy of that level of respect. But it's like, oh, women, y'all should just know that. And it goes back to the example I said earlier about how, culturally speaking, little girls are being taught to be more responsible than boys, and that the only responsibility boys should be worried about is getting money, getting power and respect by other individuals, because that's how you get clout and shit and power, and you must slay pussy. And at this goddamn point, I feel like some of you niggas is slaying each other. Because when I was in school, especially in high school, especially with the football players and basketball players, they would literally run around the school playing games, shit. Oh, grab your dick, oh, bro. Be humping each other and stuff like that. I had one boy, his name was Nick Wellman. And see, I'm the same gender 11 person in this experience. I hated gym class because I don't want to see y'all naked motherfuckers, bitch. I don't want y'all to have no reason for nothing. I keep my eyes straight and my eyes down, bitch. I ain't trying to see nothing. But see, even in those spaces, a lot of heterosexual men play around with gay shit because it's funny. We've seen niggas in locker rooms, especially from videos. Now they walking around and shit, doing the shenanigans. They in there twerking and shit. Girl, look at my ass, bitch. Look at my ass. You like my ass? All that type of stuff. But see, it be for fun. So heterosexual men can be more gay than gay people. God damn, bitch, what? You can grab dicks in front of people and it's cool. As long as you don't like it, bruh. The fuck? And we gonna use some examples when we bring up the youth. Okay? Because if we're gonna talk about this sexualization of children, we're gonna talk about all of it, and we're not gonna do this surface level bullshit. We're gonna deep dive into this. So anyway, let's continue with the video.
Commentary, thoughts on this, why you have a problem with this?
Well, I mean, the words that he used make it pretty clear. He said, I'm going to teach you a strategy. I'm going to teach you a tactic, how to manipulate a girl into sleeping with her, to deceive her into thinking that she is loved by me in order to exploit her, objectify her, and have sex with her. That's pretty disgusting, I think, by anybody's standards.
Adam?
I think one more comment I will make. The reason that I criticize him specifically, or that I've criticized Andrew Tate, is because at one point, Andrew Tate was the most Googled man in the world. He's incredible.
And before we go forward, I also want to say this too. And I'm going to be honest. I am a fan and low-key a participator offline, girl, when I'm in my own element, in dark humor type stuff. I grew up in the era of Mad TV where they made fun of shit. I also survived bullying growing up. Them niggas better not try it now, girl, because it's a different story. So, and again, growing up through that type of stuff, I had to learn how to laugh to keep from fucking crying and want to take myself out, or be on some motherfucking Eric and Dylan Roof shit and go out with a bang, just not me only. To where I can laugh at things, and I don't mind people reading me and shading me and roasting me. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna do it, make it funny, make me laugh. Because when it's my turn, it's about to be really motherfucking laugh-a-palooza in this bitch. Because one thing about queer people that you can't take away, or just the feminine energy, even though men acknowledge their masculinity through physical violence, the feminine energy know how to use their words in a way to fuck you up, that even if you was to kill the person, it would still be on your mind and it will still hunt you. See, the violence that you can inflict can be temporary. It might be permanent for that person who died because they're permanently dead, but it was temporary in that time. But then you still got to live with what was said in your head. So who really won in the end? Those individuals on the panel looked at her and said, girl, that's one ugly ass bitch. That ugly bitch. Oh, she fucking, oh, damn, cunt. They was saying all type of shit. I think somebody said, bitch, you better, girl, you thought somebody was gonna love you? You thought somebody was gonna dedicate their life to you, bitch? Look at you. Bitch, you ain't shit. They was dogging the fuck out of her. And I was literally sitting here like, you're literally reinforcing her point. Literally reinforcing the attack against God, or the criticism that feels like an attack, girl, because when it's accountability would feel like an attack. But anyway, about one of the Tate brothers creating this whole ideology on how to manipulate women to fuck them. All that shit went over their head because, again, that's what women do. They supposed to do that. They supposed to be in the house cooking. These bitches out here, it's kind of like, and this is a parallel, but stay with me and I want to bless you. Stay with me, bitch. Okay? Kind of like how when the slaves were free, girl, the property was now free. The property that benefited me was now fucking free, bitch. And they started creating their own shit and I was losing shit. Oh, no, 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 no. I need you. You need me. We're all a part of God, but really feel like Satan's body. Stand with me. Bitch, I'm going to force you to agree with me. We're all a part of this toxic body, bitch. It is in the will of patriarchy, girl, that every need be supplied. Bitch, this dick needs some supply right now. You are important to me. Bitch, I need you to survive so I can survive. In this society, unfortunately in the West, has this low vibrational perspective on true, genuine connection and standing in who they actually are. And now the powers that be, who do believe in a capitalistic system that supports them and nobody else and uses others underneath them like a fucking pyramid in order to work and shit. Y'all need them. So y'all need women back in the household because statistically speaking, women out here making more than you niggas. Women are in spaces with you niggas, and as much as y'all downplay them, there are some women who can do the fucking job. I don't give a fuck if it's an outlier or not. It is a manifestation and it has happened regardless of what you think. Cause I'm pretty sure if your ass was in danger and shit, you gonna want whoever's around to save you. And then the gag was later on down the live, they turned around and said that they would fuck her. So y'all caught her an ugly bitch, cunt, all this horrible, just going in on her ass. Just, bitch, you was not a 10. Girl, you a negative 10, bitch. I'd rather fuck a corpse than fuck you, girl. I can probably get more from that. And then turned around and said, yeah, I mean, I'll still fuck her. I mean, she hotter than that other bitch, though. But you know, that bitch, I was just like, wow. God bless the individuals who are dedicating themselves to that, girl. If you need help, blink twice.
Incredibly influential among young men. And the reason, it's very interesting why he's influential, because he accurately diagnoses a serious cultural problem in the West. He accurately notes that masculinity is under assault, that men are told that they're toxic and bad.
Divine masculinity is not under attack. Or in a sense it is. It's under attack by toxic masculinity. See, divine masculinity, there are some individuals who operate in that, and I am one of them. Which means I know who I am and I'm grounded in myself to where I no longer have to look for things outside of me to make me whole and complete. And even if that was to happen, as far as, because again, we're human beings, we're never going to be exempt from that part of life. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to have moments of correction, whatever the case may be. But I have the power inside of me to even learn from that experience and to be the best person that I can be, so I can benefit the human race and benefit society in a way that really matters. Toxic masculinity has now made this shit a profit thing. That's why we have to be intentional in what we say. We say all this stuff and then we tell on ourselves when we do it. Toxic masculinity is attacking anything that's not toxic masculinity. And toxic masculinity means I'm going to use and exploit you. It's different if there's equal partnership, if both sides of the party understand what's going on. They share what they want and they desire in return, and both parties can prove and be consistent that they can do that for each other. That's a healthy type of way. Women will want to be able to be intimate with you more if you were being intimate with her. But instead of using that as a way to build something beautiful and the families that you want to desire to have, because even me, I was produced in a nuclear family. I still have my mother and father in my life, thank God, who are celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary the week after Thanksgiving. And even though we went through a lot of shit financially, girl, because we in the hood and shit, girl, the family unit that we have, despite me being queer, whatever the case may be, the love and the work was there to where it strengthened the relationship between all of us, especially with my father. So there are families out there who can establish that. And you don't have to come from that in order for you to manifest that. You have to change yourself. But because there aren't a lot of men out here who are being put in the forefront, because there are men out here who are aware of their emotional side and don't see that as a gay thing, but see that as something that benefits them. That gives them the control to be able to choose the right woman for them and not hurt other women in the process that fuck it up for the new niggas who just trying to get to know the women. Where is the brother's keeper bullshit? But see, it's in this toxic way. You have individuals like Conscious Lee, a black cisgendered heterosexual man who holds other men accountable, holds women accountable, holds everybody accountable, but most importantly, holds himself accountable by learning and educating himself. And not being afraid to have those real ass conversations, because again, I know who the hell I am. And even if I fall, my ladder, I keep evolving and growing with my ceiling, so that even though the ceiling is growing, the foundation is growing with it as well. So even when I fall off my ladder, I'm not falling too far. Amen. And I'm short. Okay, anyway, let's continue.
And he actually, to his credit, has the courage to say, I'm going to push back against this. I'm going to tell men to be men. The problem is that once he accurately diagnoses the problem, his antidote, what he prescribed, is self-destructive. He doesn't actually teach young men how to be good, strong men.
Right.
He instead leads them towards pornography and materialism and exploitation of women and worship of self.
Right.
So I think that makes him more dangerous because he does accurately diagnose a problem, but then his prescription for it is to lead young men astray.
So is your biggest issue with Andrew interest in that Virgin video, or is there sort of a symptom of a larger problem that you have with them overall?
I mean, that video is an example of the point that I make when people say that Andrew and Tristan Tate are good role models for young men. I don't think that's a good role model for young men. To learn how to manipulate and lie and deceive women into having sex
I actually want to address that, but I just actually want to understand your perspective genuinely. Do you think that the Tate brothers, for men specifically, are a positive net value, positive net role model, or negative?
Negative. I think they lead young men towards self-destruction.
Okay, so you think that
I think a way that probably would have been better to respond is that I'm not saying that the Tate brothers within themselves, because again, I'm ignorant on them, so I don't know. I've heard that they were allegedly involved in child trafficking. Reckless Ray said that was a lie, and that even the women who acknowledged it, their own mothers don't agree with them, say they're liars too. So until I do my own research to come up with my own conclusion, I'm just going to say allegedly, okay? But for me, knowing that, I would say this, or with me being ignorant about the Tate situation, I would have responded in a way, at least to how I see it, is like, I don't see him as a bad person because I don't know him as a person, but some of the ideologies that he's teaching to individuals are showing up as destructive. So I'm not assassinating his character because I don't know his character until I get to know it for myself or to feel that experience for myself. But the methods and the tactics that he teaches are destructive. So again, the way that he goes about it and the ideology is destructive. Okay? I have not seen the whole entire video, girl, so I don't even know what's going to happen after this. It said heated debate, so we going to see. And also, I do have some things that I want to also show. That's what I forgot to do. I can do that while we're playing the video. Hold on.
Words that they're saying, not the little clips, but their overall message is bad for men, not good?
Yes, because what are they telling men? They're telling men you're attacked, you're a victim, and that resonates with men because that is a valid grievance, especially in American culture. That's why they've become so popular here. They were popular in Europe and in Britain, but they're so popular here the last couple of years because there is a war on masculinity. So young men are feminized, and it's a powerful thing when you take a valid grievance and then tell someone that the solution to that grievance is something that actually harms them. So I actually think they're more self-destructive than some people on the left because they're playing on a valid problem and prescribing something that's harmful to young men.
Just to be clear, what do you think that their prescription is for men?
Pornography, materialism, exploitation of women, and worship of self.
That's what you think their message is to men?
That is what you can read all of their stuff, listen to all their stuff. I've extensively listened to all of their advice for young men, and they literally say, if you are not extremely wealthy, you are not a real man. Money is the most valuable thing. Like,
high value man. I think it was like a response to the backlash or the accountability of women wanting men to rise to the occasion. Because, what's up, Harold? What's going on? If we look at things historically and culturally, especially in the black community, with slavery and all that, with men basically, when they say demasculized or emasculated, I guess it means in the sense of you've taken their freedom away. You've taken their free will away. What I think a lot of them don't understand is that it's not just your free will. It was everybody's free will. But black women were able, okay, to be the glue in the midst of the father missing. So a lot of them had to step into that masculine role of actually doing the stuff. So when we look at it today, women have always, in a sense, been taking care of men. Moving to more of the cultural aspect in society, especially with the whole traditional families, women take care of children. That also includes young boys as well. And even though there's people up here saying, oh, you know, well, young women, I mean, these women out here feminizing the boys and stuff like that and making the boys gay. I have cousins right now, all three of them, their fathers were not in their lives. And, well, the youngest one, I know he has a girlfriend, but my other two cousins are married, are very successful, and they have a wife, and they have children, and they actually love their wife and children. And they were raised by a single black female. So even though, yes, a woman cannot raise a young boy into a man in reference to the responsibilities or accountabilities that come with the culture of being a man in a healthy, divine masculine type of way, but they can also teach their sons how to treat women and to know which woman is good for you in reference to her wanting to connect with you and to build with you and to honor you, but you also have to honor her. To the lady's point on the screen, that's not happening in context to this video and a lot in society when it comes to these manosphere red pill spaces. And again, if we're going to talk about the sexualization of children and children watching, they're watching all of us now. This isn't like back in the day to where you have to sneak around and be sneaky and be a ninja to listen to shit. Because even the previous generations was doing shit they weren't supposed to be doing because they're children. A lot of previous generations of children listen to the dirty ass motherfucking records and shit and the dirty ass Red Fox records that they were telling the jokes at school the next day. And like I shared before, even with me, my next door neighbor at the time, me and him was real cool friends throughout my childhood. We went over his friend's house into their friend's basement. His dad had money, everything, car shit. I don't know if he was a drug dealer or what, but he had a lot of shit. It was real motherfucking nice. Had this big ass motherfucking box screen TV, girl. And he was like, and the oldest boy was like, y'all want to see something? And the motherfucker put on porn. And they had, back in the day, you had to pay for that shit. Pay-per-view, all the shit was free. And they just sitting there talking and shit while you hear a bitch get, clapping in the background. And we little ass kids, we motherfucking 9, 10, 11 years old, 12. So I don't know if it's the fact that now the ghosts of the past are coming back now to where we can see it. When we look at some of the children, how they act now, they remind us of who the fuck we was when we was young. Because now when motherfucker become the parent, become the daddy, I'm grown, you forgot about when you was a child. That's why a lot of parents better be careful, because it's going to be a whole transformation for the whole goddamn family, girl. And I'm still going out and buying candles and lighting that bitch because we in Halloween, girl. I'm not scared of magic, and bitch, I educate myself. I don't let Christianity prevent me from living my damn best life. I'm going to light candles, girl. We going to manifest this Hulu motherfucking Freaknik documentary coming out. We're going to bring this documentary to manifestation because a lot of parents now who done turned their life around and gave their life to Christ, girl, we going to see how healed you are. We going to see if you can look back over your life and think things over and give God praise instead of being embarrassed, girl. Because some of you women motherfucking booty holes was brown before Sexy Red wrapped it. It's a wraparound ass. This karma shit is a wraparound ass. That's why on my platform, I infuse everything I do with self-love. Because if you do not love yourself and strengthen your own foundation inside of you, if you don't realize that right now in this present moment in time, despite whatever's going on in your outside circumstance, that you are worthy of love and greatness right now, follow that energy. You can change your fucking life. And instead of those individuals being highlighted and being put up front to be able to help people, the powers that be don't want that. Because if people free themselves, nobody needs them anymore. So the powers that be needs war, needs confusion, needs the debates, all these things. And then whenever people start getting to some sort of gray, they start adding things back in or taking things out to not make it gray anymore. And when shit hit the fan, baby, it's going to be gray and brown. So at this point, we better be like Sherman's paints in this bitch and get the mixing.
Money's great. We're all trying to make a living here. We're all trying to make money, but it is not the most valuable thing. That is a message of materialism.
Correct.
They've run pornography business. That's how they got rich. That's how they got famous. They pretend to back away from it now just to avoid criticism, but it's really just because they don't need to do that anymore. They constantly are talking about how to be a top G and how to manipulate women. I think that's an incredibly destructive message. Do you think that's positive for young men?
A lot of it I do, and I'll tell you why.
That video, do you think that...
Baby, I want to hear how this response is, how that is positive. And again, somebody might say something that makes it make sense for me, because I'm not up here to just argue and be like, yes, I told him, girl, I feel good about... No. Even though I'm not physically and sexually attracted to women, I still have a sister. I still have female friends. I still respect women. It's a shame that shouldn't we be the ones disrespecting women since we gay? Shouldn't we be jealous of them and trying to get in their role so we can have niggas like this motherfucker on the screen, girl, who look like he does men's.com content, bitch? You can go on any of those white porn sites and see a nigga who look just like him right now, motherfucking being the throat goat. Okay, girl, let me stop. I want to hear this response.
Video is?
No, I'll address that video. But what's interesting is he actually had a nuanced approach. Said you need to date them to 3 months.
But
how many women?
Girl, first of all, women have a right to decide when they're ready to fuck. Y'all niggas put 2 to 3 months. And on the panel, Reckless Ray, again, shout out to him. He said when you date them and stuff like that, it's kind of like, I'm trying to remember what he said, girl. It's on the tip of my tongue, girl. I was like, wow. It's the same thing, like, bro, you have to date them. Now look, he didn't say fucking right away. Oh, he said everybody's goal is sex. Let's be real here. We all want money and we all want sex. Let's be real. We live in a capitalistic society where we have to pay for things. Girl, at this goddamn point, I can understand why people want to turn into cats and lions and shit and become trans animals, girl, because they don't have to pay for shit, girl. They could be sitting there damn near decomposing, dead as fuck, girl. Been dead for 3 days, girl, and white people will come by and love on them and love them. Love on them so good, girl. Bring the dog back to life and shit. And then talk. Jesus came back and delivered it personally. All these things. They living free. And yes, I'll enjoy sex just as much as the next person, and probably even more because I'm actively choosing not to participate in it because, again, I understand the power of sexual energy, and everybody is not worthy of that energy in that way. So again, why are you dating these? If you're dating somebody, you're trying to date them to build with them, or to even see if this is what the hell you want. The issue is a lot of these men are using dating as a way to get pussy. And then when they're done, they throw them away. What's wrong with simply just being honest and letting them know, I don't want nothing serious. I just want to fuck. There are women out there who are on that shit too. I feel like you will be able to get more fuck prospects if you were just being honest. But let's continue with the girl, you said what?
Are going to date a guy for 3 months that they are not interested in, that is not there for them, that is not providing for them, that is not protecting from them, that isn't there for them. You don't just slip in and fall into a virgin. I totally understand that. Is you actually need to date these women. So at that point, it's the woman's decision. So my question to you is, how many men...
You don't think that's deceptive? Like, he's deceiving them. He doesn't actually care about them. He's doing things to make them think that he cares about them.
You know what? Welcome to modern day dating, baby. Like, this is what happens out there. Men do this with women. Women do this with men.
And you don't think that's destructive?
I think it is what it is. Whether it's...
No, it's not. You can just be honest and say that you want to fuck. You don't have to date. He said if you want to fuck... That's what I'm saying. They're not listening to the video because we're not talking about the thing in actual context here. What's the point of putting the fucking video up if we're not going to talk about it? In the video, he said that if you want to be in the spaces that I'm in and fuck the women that I fuck, especially the very tight pussy ones, you need to do this. I'm going to give you a tactic. And he said, if you want to fuck girls and still remain an ice cold player, see, if these type of men who literally give slack to the conversation and dialogue to protect this falsified toxic way of masculinity, if they were to sit up there and to take that same energy and apply it to things in their own fucking community for real, then maybe the shit will change. are we just going to disregard what the fuck we're talking about here? And I can't wait to show you all these examples, girl.
Destructive or not is your opinion.
Do you think it is? I'm interested in your opinion. Do you think that that's a harmful dating dynamic?
I don't think that that is my objective to dating, going out there and taking virginities. That's not my thing.
Okay, we're not talking about you and what you personally do. She asked you. This is a informational thing that men are paying for, subscribing to, and trying to emulate to manifest whatever this individual said. It's a sales pitch. So she's asking you, do you believe his sales pitch is destructive? See, you can't have me on the show because I know how to really break the shit down with questions. And you need to ask questions. The only stupid question is the one you don't ask. That's literally what's being asked here. We're walking around it now. We're putting, well, personally, I don't do it. Okay, I didn't ask. I said, do you personally feel that what's being said? I ain't talking about what you do personally. I didn't say, oh, do you practice what he does? For you to say, oh, no, I don't take people's virginities. She's asking, do you believe what he said about taking virginity? For those who want to take the virginity. To the ones who do want to fuck and get the best motherfucking nut as possible. And still remain an ice cold player to this lavish, financially free lifestyle of you can have whatever you like. The true decadence.
What?
But going out and dating multiple women, I've done that forever.
But do you think it's an honest
But
thing to do?
I don't
want
to focus on the virginity. I want to focus on the bigger
deceive
message
women.
here. No, you're missing the point, Liz.
What's the point?
What percentage of men are millionaires in the world?
I don't think that's the point. The point is
Now,
what they're
I'm
telling
asking
young
you
men.
a question, Miss Liz Wheeler, because I respect your opinion. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're educated. What percentage of men are millionaires?
I don't know.
Take
tell
a
me.
guess. You're smart.
I have no idea.
You tell me.
I'll Google it.
Fine.
Okay.
Tell me the answer if you
Fuck
want the
all
answer.
that. Oh, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you tell me. I'm trying to learn something. Yes, I'm smart, but I'm not the smartest person. So if you got the facts, give me the facts. 'Cause I'm gonna give it to you. She pulled up the damn video and everything. Now it's your turn to show.
Sir,
A
I'm
couple
interested in
I'm
your
about to
point.
do all
8%
your
of
work
men,
now,
I'd
nigga.
say.
You need to do
What
some of
percentage
this
men
big
are
shit.
6 foot with six packs. We just did this earlier.
I mean, I'm not 6 foot, but
Okay. What percentage?
a six pack.
All right.
I don't even know. What the six?
While you're Googling this,
I'm
millionaire,
Googling it 'cause I'm
millionaire,
interested in this.
6 foot, abs in shape, actually a man who is good looking, fit, takes care of his person, a man who can provide, protect, be present for his woman. These, to become the top G, Liz,
What does
Do you
top
know-
G mean? What does that mean to you?
a fucking top gangster, like a top
But-
G.
but what does that mean?
A top, like a top male, a high value
Alpha male, basically is
they-
what you're saying.
What do you love about your husband? Go ahead.
I
tell me.
love that he is godly. I love that he is a man of virtue. I love that he is strong. I love that he is a man of integrity. I love that he
How
is
tall is your
faithful.
husband?
5'10".
He's 5'10". He probably rounds
Served
up
in the
to
U.S.
6 foot.
Navy. Worked
he's
for
a-
Border Patrol.
So hold on.
He's a
Been a
stud.
medical provider.
I met,
So do you see how she is saying all these other attributes that are also important to the human experience? Like she said, a man of virtue. Would a man of virtue steal virgin pussy? And for the men who say, oh, he ain't steal. I mean, I did put in the work about a few months or whatever. But your intention was not pure. Your intention was to fuck. And if you're following what that video said, again, we're not going to skip past the part of him saying that if you want to do this and also remain, if you want to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, I'm going to show you how. And because you are a multimillionaire and because you have money, it can be like, bitch, fuck you, girl. I could buy your whole goddamn life, bitch. Do you know who I am, bitch? Do you not know that I got motherfuckers I can just dial a goddamn number, bitch, and you'll disappear? Cause let's not act like every motherfucker who's a millionaire has integrity. It's a bunch of evil, low vibrational, traumatic induced, non-healed motherfuckers with money everywhere. That's why the system's so fucking corrupt. And that's why everybody, unfortunately, tries to aspire to be millionaires and stuff, not because of the freedom that I can buy back from this system. Now, I'm not a slave to the system in reference to working a 9 to 5. I can manifest. I can create. I can wake up. If I want to wake up for a whole fucking month and do nothing, bitch, I can. If I want to rest and focus on family, so I understand it brings something, a level of comfort and ease. I get that. But we're talking about the individuals who at large, unfortunately, use that money to flex and to show that I am the man. It's like the exact same thing back in the 60s and 70s when the motherfucking big drug kingpin would come in, motherfucking super fly ass nigga come in with that motherfucking Cadillac, diamond in the back, sun rooftop, digging the scene with the gangster lean, woo woo. Oh, that's the man. Or a nigga going to the motherfucking strip club and throwing all the money in the air. All the bitches coming outside. What's in it? Hit the motherfucking button, bitch. Ding, ding, ding. The money, we got the money, we got the money. To where all the strippers go over there. But see, only men can play that game, because when women go into the strip club and throw money in the air and the women go over to them because they feel safe, damn, I can twerk with my sis, or it might be a stud bitch, but I mean, hell, my nigga ain't eating my shit right, so maybe I should go ahead and see what the hell she got going on. Or when a gay nigga like Saucy Santana goes into the strip club to treat the strippers, because the strippers, he also fuck with them too. He talked to them. He know their story. He know their experience. And now he can go up there, girl. You ain't gotta worry about this, bitch. Fuck that nigga, girl. He owe money for the rent, bitch. Girl, he ain't get. Girl, he go to money. He got money for the kids, girl. He got money for the kids' food and shit. The shit that the man should be providing, especially since he helped to create that child. Y'all niggas can't run from accountability and responsibility anymore. And what's going to happen is that y'all are going to push the good things away from you to where you're going to be by yourself. And some of you niggas need to be by yourself to deal with yourself. But instead of doing that, there is this outward projection of hatred. And yes, do women do that? You're absolutely right. And we're going to hold women accountable. But it's mostly you niggas out here doing that. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about a lot of the manosphere. White, black, Puerto Rican, I don't give a damn. If you subscribe to that ideology, that is really Luciferian in reference to having this level of power and being the main one. That's where you fuck shit up at. Let's continue.
Your husband.
We had lunch with him, right?
I did. So let me get this straight. He's a tall, good-looking.
Oh, that's what I want to say. My bad. Yeah, I know I'm going. I be having my moments. She said all those things about virtue and all that other type of stuff, and here it is. This individual is focusing on the physical aspect, because there are individuals who see me as a short 5'2" individual. I would never be a real man. I would never be a real man, according to them. Meanwhile, if I was straight, I could probably take your bitch. And I say that with all of my short leprechaun heart. So again, we see how men are looking. And then on top of that, why are y'all worried about the physicality of other men? Shouldn't that be what women are focused on? Is you motherfuckers working out to attract women, or to have other men look at you and approve? Because there are some men who are learning, especially in this day and age, especially narcissistically, they gonna get attention everywhere. That's why they be getting attention from gay niggas too. It's a lot of gay for pay going on as well. Let's not act like, come on now. Do y'all really want to have this conversation? Because again, this whole surface 4th grader diary of a wimpy kid ass outlook of it, it's gonna get y'all gonna really fall into the hole, bitch. And you ain't falling in no hole near me, and I don't want to fall in none of y'all holes. Okay?
Studly man who's done well for himself.
Yes.
Okay. Don't you think it's incumbent on most men to try to accomplish that?
To be materially successful?
I didn't say that. To be good looking, successful, leader, in shape, lead men. Don't you think that's important for men?
I think the number one most important thing for men to do is to try to be godly.
That's your opinion.
It is, yes.
Okay, that's your opinion.
I'm answering your question, though. You're asking my opinion if I think those things are important. I think the most important thing for a man to do is to be godly. I think to provide and protect for his wife and his children.
Why don't you marry a priest?
Priests don't get married.
Okay, well, that's their bad. But there are some pastors that do get married. So why don't you marry a pastor? If that's the most important
family unit, the
It's actually
marriage
not a bad
is a
idea if
domestic.
priests do start getting married.
Is the domestic
They'll start
church.
diddling kids.
Takes the pressure off the altar, boys.
I mean, I feel like you.
Meanwhile, y'all laugh about it, but y'all ain't doing shit about that. Y'all know they doing this, but y'all not having goddamn motherfucking pitchfork rallies and shit. Y'all don't be out. Y'all not doing that. I don't see y'all rolling up in in Catholic churches, helping the altar boys who keep getting their motherfucking high notes, girl, because the priest helping them. You not doing anything. But when the drag queens come, girl, this. You don't even see no proof of no damn fucking or nothing of the kids. But when you get what I'm saying? Like, and then if we would gag and see who's actually the ones fucking them. Because guess what? It ain't just the priest. It be niggas who look like some of the motherfuckers on this goddamn platform right now. Be telling on themselves, girl. And don't even know it.
See where you're going with this.
Okay.
So
I'm not sure where you're going with this either.
The point is this: you're lambasting this man for accomplishing what very few men can accomplish. The fact that he's made all this.
Repeat to me what I said. When you say I lambast him for what he's accomplished, I don't care how much money he has. What did I say my problem was?
Why are you focused on the money?
No, what did I say my problem was with Andrew
You're
Tate?
missing the entire point of my point.
Tell me what your point is.
Why do so many men, not just impressionable 13-year-olds, men, grown-ass motherfucking men, 40 years old, successful, good values, moral compass, strong leaders, why do those men find him fascinating and resonate with him? Answer me that.
Yes.
That's the thing. There are men who do that and obtain those things. And a lot of those men who become all this type of stuff, they learn that also from these men who are young and grow into that. The issue that she has is that a real man is not going to sit up here and manipulate women for sex for his own value. It's kind of like you're saying because he has money, who fucking cares? Because he's good looking, who fucking cares? Because he has moral values, except on the weekends, who fucking cares? It is a very shock. And here, my fear for these type of individuals, and it's not just them, a lot of people are materialistic. What did the scripture, especially for all of the moral Christian people, say? What profits a man to gain the world, but then lose his own soul? Are we going to forget about the narrative when the rich man approached Christ and asked Christ, how can he inherit the kingdom of heaven? And Christ told him to give up everything that you have and follow me. And that motherfucker said, well, Christ, here go a few $100, girl. Keep it moving. I'll find some way, girl. Where them niggas building that Tower to Babel, bitch? Where y'all need funding? And for the people who so worried about money, have y'all been hearing conversations about money in reference to the value of the American dollar dropping? And how there are other countries and other nations who are willing to collaborate with each other to create a new form of currency, a one world order type of currency, and leaving America out of it? Let's not act like the stock market has never crashed and look at what a lot of men did during that time. How many men simply threw themselves out the fucking window? Literally. And then what happened? Crime rose because people have to survive anyway. And if people were actually working in community, even when the stock market crashed, the reality could have been a lot different. It be so funny that when all of our shit falls the fuck down and it's only just us now, how it's so easy we can find other motherfuckers to build with. This is wow.
Why do grown-ass men, not teenagers, actually love these guys?
Let me tell you why.
Yes.
And it's what I said before. Because Western
they're all toxic
culture,
masculinity?
I mean, you live in the United States of America. You understand that the most powerful politicians and the most powerful cultural influences, James Cameron, for goodness sake, in Hollywood, called testosterone a toxin. Men are told that if they so much as pursue a woman or ask her on a date, that they are sexually harassing. Men right now aren't afforded due process of law when they face frivolous allegations of sexual misconduct that could be to the level of criminal conduct. Do you understand how vulnerable this makes young men?
Yeah,
So you
because I'm a
have
man. I understand what it is.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm asking
let me finish what I'm saying.
why men resonate with him.
Because of how powerfully men react to being attacked. And then you have Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate coming in and saying, I see you, and that attack that's happening against you is wrong. You don't have to face that. I'm going to give you the secret to avoiding that and to succeeding anyway, when everything from the education system to our legal system to our culture is telling men that they are worthless, that they are bad, that they're inherently rapists. I mean, it's bad what's happening to men. They come in and say, I have a solution so that you don't have to live that. That's more powerful than a drug, Adam. That's why men find it attractive.
And then on top of that, and guess what the solution is, girl? To keep doing what y'all doing anyway. Fuck the criticism, bitch. Keep doing it. You want virgin pussy, bitch? Keep doing what you do. Keep lying to them. Fuck them. Fuck their emotions. Fuck their feelings. Who fucking cares? We're rich. Okay? We can literally kill these bitches and pay motherfuckers to cover it up, bitch. Throw that bitch somewhere, girl. Her family be all right. Fuck her. She was a bad fuck anyway. It would have been different. And again, I'm just talking about that video. So if there's anybody from the Manosphere who have other videos of the Tate brothers speaking actual life into men, please send that to me. Because again, I'm ignorant on the Tate brothers or whatever, but based off of what I've seen and what was shown on that platform last night, I'm using that as a talking point. It would have been different if the video of the Tate brothers, he sat there and said, look, you need to keep your sexual energy to yourself, or you need to save it for a woman who makes you feel like a king, who sees the vision in you and connects with it and is willing to rock with you through all of it. An individual that when you're down and out and you need some help and you need some love, and I ain't talking about just sexual love, but you need mental and emotional love, or like she said, I see you, I acknowledge who you are. She does that. A woman who is smart with finances. A woman who can help contribute to your dream. And then once you've manifest that level of financial freedom, you can now help her manifest her stuff too. To where she can still operate as my wife and want to be my wife and want to treat me like a husband and wants to love on my kids. But I also love her enough for her to be able to go out and make her own money and to live her own life too. Because I know I married a boss ass bitch who loved me. He didn't say that. The motherfucker in the goddamn video, was it Pig Latin that he was speaking? Is it because I'm gay I'm able to hear what he said as far as English? But he literally said, if you want to connect with the women that I connect with, which are hot, big titty, lil waist, fat ass, exotic bitches who swallow the nut, girl. They don't even burp, bitch. They'll gargle. They love choking on the dick. If you want to face fuck them, they'll let you do it. If you and your friend want to bang them, they down to fuck. Or if you want some uncharted vagina, girl. If you want some new vagina that has, if you want to put your flag down as the one who broke this bitch open, I'm going to teach you how to do it while still remaining an ice cold player. But now we're talking about why real men follow, real wealthy men follow them. There are still wealthy men who act like the young boys who are watching this shit. And since then, good, okay, let's try to finish it because I really want to show y'all my examples.
Bring up a good point, but you've never been a man. So you're arguing with me, a grown-ass man, and amongst other men, what it's like to be a man and what we're feeling. I can assure you this.
No, what she's arguing is the fact that whatever y'all feeling, y'all need to go fucking figure that out and stop trying to use women's pussies as a escape from trying to figure it out. Like, figure your shit out. Don't involve me in your figuring out shit. Don't involve innocent women who end up becoming victims of this shit. And then when they speak about their victims, the response to their reaction and their experiences with the niggas is the fact that you chose a bad batch of niggas. Well, at this point, maybe we should burn down the fucking apple orchard, girl, because all the apples are GMO, girl. All the apples are cloned apples. Where are the apples with the real goddamn seeds? Not this bioengineered shit.
My lovely friend, the number one thing that men are not taking from Andrew Tate is the matriarchy's coming against you and you can't go out and talk to women. It's actually the exact opposite. It's, oh, you want more women in your life? You want more success in your life? You want better cars, bigger things, bigger dreams, more beautiful women in your life? Follow these steps. Not, you're a victim. I understand you. I'll give you a hug. Let me show you what's going on in society.
But then y'all sit here and complain about the fact that men can't even be men anymore. Or the fact that men are going through an ego death so they can show up as men. Because unfortunately, a lot of grown-ass men are only grown chronologically. But the motherfucking energy and the mental awareness is still the same as it was when they was younger. A lot of these niggas are grown who operate in the same fucking way. And we're talking about at large. Because there are some individuals out here who, and even me, I believe in certain morals and values about being a man as well. And hell, I am attracted to other men, so I want my partner to be able to give unto me as I give unto them, especially since we both niggas. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being a successful individual who takes care of his health because he realized that his body is his temple. And not only is his reality outside of him changing, his inward reality has changed. He has mastered his mind. He's been able to control his thoughts and be intentional with it. He also mastered his emotions and able to use the marriage between his thoughts and his emotions to power up what he wants to manifest. Individuals who take care of their body, because now if my mind is healthy, I want to make sure my body is healthy as well. Those are men with honor and integrity. Those are the men that need to be standing up and saying, hey, don't use women. Because a lot of the men who operate in honor and integrity for real, they tell men, don't waste your time trying to fuck. It's some martial artists that I follow who are like successful over in London, and they're black. They're young black men or whatever. And they don't have any girlfriends, and they grinding. And they put up all the time. I'm working hard right now, so when I do have my family ain't got to ever worry about shit. I don't have nothing. I commend you for that. That's fine. We're talking about a lot of the men who want to use their money, their power, and respect in abusive ways that actually fuck up the dating pool. And it fucks up the dating pool for the good men, because even with me, even though I'm not in the dating pool as far as heterosexuality is concerned, it affects all the dating pools. Because even with me being a same gender loving man, I've attracted other people in my life who have been hurt by other men the same way a lot of women have been hurt by other men. And then when they come across me, a real ass nigga who does the real shit, okay, who actually honors them in the totality of who they are and grow with them, and I do the right things, and I show up the way that they deserve or the way that I would want someone to show up for me, And they become afraid. They can't trust me now because of the fuck shit that has happened to them. And yes, it is their responsibility to heal. But when you're healed, you need to go back out and heal the other motherfuckers in the community who's fucking it up. And then they get mad when both parties or women decide to react to the bullshit. If they already know you're gonna fuck them, if they already know you trying to play with they pussy and that's it, and they damn heart, well, nigga, you gonna pay me for my shit. At least I'm getting the bag out. I'm going to get something out of this. So it's kind of like men. That's the toxic part she's talking about. She's not talking about the men who are operating in divine masculinity, who honor the contract and honor the commitment that they have created with this person and the family unit. We're not talking about them. We're talking about at large, the toxic. And matter of fact, I'm going to bring it up right here, girl. Fuck it. Fuck it. My friend, shout out to him, sent me this video of an individual named Sneeko. I don't know who Sneeko is, but he's a part of the Red Pill community. And he uploads this video of these young men who literally fucking fan out seeing him and start speaking the Red Pill ideology in front of him. And he looks completely shocked. Let's get into that real quick.
Generation of children be subject to red pill ideology.
Fuck the woman, fuck the woman. What? No, wait. We love women. We love women. But not like transgenders. Yes, sir. We love everybody. No. All gays should die. Yeah, merch, preach.
Did you hear that? Let's hear that one more time. These are coming from the mouths of the youth, okay? The individuals that these men on this platform and some of the men in Manosphere know what's really going on, but deny that's going on. That makes it so cringy for me. Let's look at it one more time.
This is what happens when you let an entire generation of children be subject to red pill ideology.
Fuck the woman, fuck the woman. What? No, wait. We love women. We love women. But not like transgenders. Yes, sir. We love everybody. No. All gays should die. Yeah, merch, preach.
Face ass! Oh no! Is this the consequences of my actions? What did he think was gonna happen? Oh no, let me just go ahead and spread hateful bigotry online to millions of views for money, and this wasn't gonna be the effect? Saying shit like, it's just the internet. It's not real life. But guess what? It was always real life. So can we please, for the mother of God, stop pretending that spreading online bigotry doesn't have a real world effect? These are not opinions. This is propaganda packaged as an opinion.
Fuck the women. We love women. We love women. No, don't fuck them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Well, not the transgenders, though. You know, the gays should die. Wow. I'm going to use another example of the toxic patriarchy, girl. No shade. No shade. And no shade. I watch this person because some of their content is funny. I believe that when it comes down to the creative, weird, unique side, that part is funny. Because this person is entertaining. Even though they kind of do a little too much, girl. Somebody got to do it, but it's funny. But they also have the toxic masculine moments. On the screen here, let me move this. Oh, I can keep it on here, actually, I think.
This is one of it.
Let's see. On the screen, girl. This is iShowSpeed. Shout out to iShowSpeed. This is the live that he did with his father. And a lot of times iShowSpeed and his other male friends would do videos or lives where it would be these women here, because again, iShowSpeed's the majority of his fan base are younger people. The majority. So the youth are watching these videos where he, and I forgot the other person, the dude Kai Sanat, all of them sit here with these beautiful, big titty, nice bodied women, and you see these young boys looking at it, right? And again, when it comes out to the queer phobia, IShowSpeed has songs out about sucking cock. I think he has a new song out called I Show Meat. I haven't heard it yet, but bounce that ass, bounce that, I suck that dick, suck that cock. This boy being flown all around the world and shit like that. I mean, literally living his best goddamn life. And a lot of people want to be like that. They want to obtain that thing. A lot of people look up to him. Now, do I believe that IShowSpeed has some creative energy that's worthy to be looked up to? Yeah, because he's a funny individual. But in reference to the context of this conversation, this is a little sexualization part about it. So in the video I'm going to show, and again, fair use doctrine, copyright disclaimer, okay? And it's also the link in the video. This is a video of IShowSpeed with his father, who is clearly older than these women in this situation. Yes, these women might be over the age of 21, which means they are legally an adult. But still, young children are watching this. So you even have older people who are macking on younger people. Yes, a young adult. Let's watch that clip actually real quick if we can. One moment.
You're doing your own damn thing.
Come on,
She's
Dad.
looking real fine.
Show me some, Dad.
Set the fucking tone.
Show
You
me
can't
some.
say what she told you though. You gotta be original,
Show
right?
me some, Dad. Show me some.
Let's see. I'm learning too. That would make me run away.
With the choker.
I mean, I was looking for someone to fit the bill, but I don't know if you can handle it properly yet.
The proper way to handle it is to handle it with my hands.
Yeah, but you gotta know how not to hurt me, but make it hurt just right.
That's right.
Without constricting my breath.
That's right.
You know?
But my hands are registered.
Oh, really? That sounds
Registered to make it feel
dangerous.
good.
Okay, see, good job. See, he knows what's up.
No, you know what's crazy?
No, it's not right.
I came out of his balls, like.
I told him it didn't hurt.
So you gotta have some of that, swagger. I'm sure it felt so good.
I told him, yeah, it was.
Yo,
I was
Dad.
like, I didn't scream of pain. I was
Dad, how your wrist so good, man?
Huh?
Yeah, right? He knows what the fuck is
Well,
up.
how you got some good wrist, man?
You went down with it.
You gotta teach me something, bro.
It's just, you. First of all, you want a woman to smile.
Make her
And
laugh.
make her laugh and smile. So
Genuinely.
that's one of the key things. So I was just making a joke, with you. That's how.
It came off as aggressive a little.
I know.
Because if I don't know you, but if I knew you, it would be a joke.
Damn, man, my dad's good at that, dog.
Honey, how do you think you got here?
It's okay, you'll get there.
Wait, how did I get here?
Girl, what more motherfucking proof do you need, bruh? Like, this is a social media influencer who has 20 million subscribers. This nigga go viral for everything. Everything. He literally has the world in the palm of his hands. And he's not even a grown-ass man, and he got more money than a lot of grown-ass men, including me, at least right now, bitch. Because I'm manifesting my shit. So he is a young, I don't even think he's 20 yet, who has access to large amounts of wealth and influence, who can be around these type of women that is considered high value. And here we have a live where the father is there, and the father, even though it's a skit, still supports the fact of putting the Mac on a girl, not because, oh, I want to get to know her. I mean, you pretty and stuff. And let's be real. We'll be all, especially men, let's be real. Men are very visual, and women are too. But men, we let's be real. A lot of people want physical attraction with their partner. They want to have some sort of physical and sexual attraction to their partner. The issue is a lot of people keep it just there. What about mentally, emotionally, spiritually? What else can you contribute? Because if you can just contribute a nut because your ass fat and your titties big, what makes you better than the other women? And then you have other women who are trying to access these levels of high value men who then change up who they are in order to be chose. But it's not just Speed and his dad who have done this. It was also Speed's younger brother as well. So to sit up here and say, like, if we're going to have the conversation about sexualizing children, we need to have that real conversation. But even in the whole spectrum of sexuality, let's take that intersection real quick. This is okay. This is tolerated because they're going in the way that they're quote unquote supposed to go. Even though there's been destruction, even though there's been heartbreak, even though there has been lies told and tears stuff, who gives a fuck? We're rich, we're wealthy, the fuck? We're exempt from all the stuff of life, bitch. I got motherfucking iCarly and her friend in here, bitch. Let's take another look at another video, shall we? Okay. This is a video of I Show Speed with Kai Cenat. Now he's with the other brothers who know about sex, who using this shit as far as, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like I got money. Like, this is a pussy magnet type of thing. So this right here sums up the reason why the men in those Tate videos who are sharing this information, this sums up why a lot of them want to do it, and the main goal for it. Not to have a family, not to give love to your children, not to establish a future for your children, not to build and grow and strengthen the bond between you and your wife and honor your wife and travel the world and also build and help other people manifest those type of levels of happiness too, so that there's more love being sprout in the world. No, it ain't that. It's simply to bust a fucking nut.
2, 1.
Oh my god.
Okay, you okay? Speed. The fuck?
Girl, only I Show Speed could fuck up a wet dream, bitch. Let's look at that again.
Okay, jump.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That is why. I wish the screen was bigger, bitch. That is why. If you get all this money and wealth, you can be around these women. You ain't gotta love these hoes. You can pay these bitches if you want to. There's always a new fresh bitch. There's always, and I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out to Black Men Unfiltered, because I listened to their video about sexualizing children, and go check that out, because I appreciate them looking at the heterosexual shit. Like, I appreciate that. Like, at least clean up your own yard before you try to come over here, bitch. You get what I'm saying? But let's be real, and they were honest. They were talking about the power of men's sexual urges and drives and what they will do to get it. Even on the panel with Reckless Ray last night, he said that pussy is the goal. It's one of the goals. It's probably the most important goal, because the more money you have, the more affluence you have, the more power you have, the more pussy you can have. At this point, y'all might as well go ahead and subscribe to the full jihadist agenda, girl, and go ahead and die for the pussy so you can get 99 virgins in heaven, not just one. You gotta wait 2 months to date. And girl, both men and women want a bus. They want a bus. They want that release. But the issue is the release is being used in a negative way. Because in a sexual way, in a higher vibratory way, your energy is supposed to enhance the person you're having sex with. And again, you can manifest things, especially if you're having a joint sexual session. A lot of cultic people, the ones that y'all demonize and stuff who do evil shit, they understand the power of sex, which is why they have group orgies. Because of that sexual energy, there's more charged energy there. Things can manifest faster. It'd be different if Andrew Tate was teaching men, hey, look, if you do got to beat off, bruh, when you beating off, it's okay to look at the shit that turn you on, but make sure you close your eyes. Don't try to bust fast. Edge a little bit. Increase the energy. And while you're edging and increasing the energy, close your eyes and think about what you want. You want $1 million? Okay, universe, this shit feels so damn good to me. Oh, yes. How can I, what are the opportunity and experiences that will help me manifest this? The universe is conspiring behind the scenes now to make it happen, to make it work. And then on the moment of explosion, I think about and I say what I want, and the energy frequency is boosted. Now that I've done this, because I have mental control and fortitude on myself, I know how to strengthen my mind and my emotions so that when the opportunities come my way that can actually get me there, not only will I be able to see it, to see the signs, but have the strength and the courage to go through this uncharted territory and know that something is in here for me in the end. And that's something I'm applying in my own life. I'm grateful for where I am because now my life is changing. Am I still in the hood? You goddamn right. A lot of niggas started in the hood in worse situations than me. I was blessed. I'm blessed to have a roof over my head. I'm blessed that I have skills and talents to take care of my financial situations going on. And at this point, just enough to take care of them because I'm focusing on myself. I spent my 20s focusing on other people. Now I'm being selfish with me right now so I can better myself and show up in a greater capacity. They're not teaching men that. They're teaching men to be narcissistic and to be greedy and to get everything you can, even if you have to take it from people, and then feel some type of way. When Mother Nature, even the ones that raised and birthed y'all niggas, all bitches and niggas was here because of women. Mother Nature comes through and rectifies the situation, and now you can't take. Interesting. Let's finish up the Andrew Tate video.
Andrew Tate's words that he uses to describe the attack on masculinity about an hour ago on this show. That's how deeply Andrew Tate's message is in your own mind. I'm observing it.
What's the word?
The Matrix.
Okay.
He's the one that made that word long after the movie become a staple in every young man's vocabulary. The Matrix is after you. Here's how you avoid the Matrix. Here's how you're successful in spite of the Matrix. I'm not telling you how to feel. You can feel however you want.
So
I'm observing how young men react.
Because I said the word.
Let's ask a different question here. Because I'm still trying to figure out where. Okay, so Tom, question for you. That video right there with how to take 3 virginities per year. What do you think about it? As a father of 2 girls, would you want your daughters to watch that video?
Well, I'll speak as a person who once upon a time wasn't a father of 2 girls. I see what they're doing, and they're providing a prescription for basically men that are under attack in modern society, and I think it's pretty horrifying. However, what's equally horrifying is there are, this is not one-sided. There are women that are living in this fallen world who do not have godly foundations, who are playing into it as well. So this is not a zero game.
And those will be the women who end up reacting to the stuff and saying, well, if you're going to play me, well, let's play the game. Since you're going to treat me in a toxic way, let me jump into toxicity with you. That is the thing. What's happening is that the toxic energy is fucking up people who are actually trying to be good people and actually manifest relationships and actually manifest all that stuff. And then even on the panel, when they first showed old girl on the screen, the motherfuckers on the panel said, girl, you think a motherfucker want to fuck you even though she is married? You think somebody want to fuck you and dedicate yourself? I mean, bitch, you ugly as hell. You a high... Bitch. It must be the money because it ain't your face. It must be the money because it ain't your pussy. That's what they were saying. I hope he does answer it in reference to him being a father, though, because I don't think he answered the question. He answered it because I feel like if he would have answered as a father, I feel like that would be more horrifying than if you were not a father. Because now you are, so speak to the reality of that. How would you feel if your daughters came across individuals who thought in this way? Would you be okay with that? Or would you be like, well, the dating market is fucked up and, you know, it is what it is? Like, come on now.
But it's indicative of a fallen world that lives without foundation, that will be led to the most base of our animal instincts. And I think they're providing a very intricate plan on how to play and roam and succeed in that construct. That's the construct of life we have. And
so instead of destroying the construct that prevents men from self-actualizing, it simply just means find a way to survive. You can still play and do all this stuff, but my thing is, okay, let's take it in that context. If you do, what's wrong with being honest about how you play? Again, what's the problem with telling women that you want to fuck up front? At least you're honest. At least you're giving that woman the choice. Since we're talking about choices, well, she could choose to walk away. Give her that shit right away so that if some shit pop off, bitch, I already told you what it was. What you crying for? You can't cry. You can't. Now you have a valid point. You can't cry because I already told you I want a pussy off the jump.
You know what? It's not my construct. And it's not a construct that I want my daughters to buy into or be a part of.
Good.
It's a construct. But there's women that are playing into that without godly foundations as well. And
so basically what you're saying is play that shit with the ungodly people. Don't do that shit with the godly people. Got you.
That's the game.
Okay, so let me give my feedback, and then we can go to the next story. Number one, I don't know why he makes that video. I would never make a video like that to say how many virginities you take per year, et cetera, et cetera. If you date, and if you have a sister, your dynamics changes in the way you view the world, because you're so protective of your sister. So
right.
Your mind, if you're afraid of God and you have the fear of God, you fear what you do to girls one day is going to come back and someone's going to do it to your sister or they're going to do it to your kid. So that fear of God is a very powerful thing to have. I had that since I was a kid.
But it could also be seen as the fear of karma too. Because God's not a respecter of person, which means that regardless of how much money you have, regardless of what your title is, regardless of how much of the man you are, God says, bitch, I don't give a fuck, girl. You are a man and I am not.
Messed with me a lot because I had an older sister and I'm super protective. Now, for me, my daughters are going to watch that video.
Smart.
I'm going to have both of my girls watch that video when they get to an age. And I'm going to say, hey, check this out, girls. Here's a guy named Tristan, okay? I've spent time with him. I actually like this guy. And by the way, if you're also not too careful, you will also like guys like this because they're out there, because they're charming, they're sexy, they're attractive, but their outcomes are different outcomes. So someone is going to try to take your virginity away from you, okay? You only get to say that once. God willing, it's your choice, and it's somebody you love that maybe leads to you getting married or you save yourself. That's a choice you got to make as an individual.
Correct.
And as a parent, you got to prepare them, okay?
Right, correct.
As a putting them in the right environment, God, all of those things you got to do yourself.
Correct.
So one, they're watching that video to know exactly what some of the tactics may be. Number two, I think, strategies out there, most men have no clue on how to date a girl. No clue on how to date a girl. There's strategies on how to date a coworker. There are strategies on how to date, areas, what markets to target. Heck, there was a documentary Wedding Crashers where you can go, you know, and target funerals. If you remember, Will Ferrell rocked the funerals, right? That was his
I watched
strategy.
that documentary
many
multiple
times. Some lived it, some watched it. But to you know, Neil, what's the guy's name? Neil Strauss,
Neil
who wrote the book,
Strauss, who wrote
The Game.
The
One day,
Game.
him and I were talking. I'm at Harvard. I'm talking to the guy in 2015. I said, Neil, I want to bring you on. I'll never forget what he said. He says, Pat, I don't want to talk about the book, The Game. I said, why? He says, because I'm actually married right now with kids. My life's changed. I actually never wanted to. Now, I'm embarrassed of writing that book. Some words he used, right?
So do you see how, now that he's had this, he's embarrassed by the book? Hopefully, he'll be able to speak against the book. Because once again, when you're out there and you're free and you're single and stuff like that, like if you want to play, that's cool. All I'm saying is be honest. The way that nigga had it in that damn video was like, bitch, lie to these women. Tell them you be in a relationship with them. You want to still be an ice cold player. Are we forgetting those words that came out of his mouth? I mean, did the AI generate that? Is it not genuine? I have no problem again with men who operate in honor and integrity. And those who operate in honor, and, like for example, there are individuals who are drug dealers who do all type of the horrible trash ass shit. At least they have the response. At least they have the. At least they're respectful and have some sense of morality enough to, okay, if I'm gonna kill your ass and you got your kid, I'm not gonna shoot you while you got your kid because I don't want your kid seeing that. But if I catch your ass without your kid, it's different. Or, oh, I ain't gonna shoot where your mama and then your baby mama live at because that's them and women and children are out of it. It's between us niggas. At least there was some respect in that way. There is no respect for anybody anymore. That is the problem and the issue. And on top of that, if you want pussy so much, why not tell these boys to go down the same road as some of these women going down? Get you a pocket pussy, nigga. Why don't you use a pocket pussy as a way to train you for sex? So you won't have to watch porn all the time. So when you do have sex, y'all doing this pound shit and fucking shit up.
But here's the point. The point is, he may be going through that phase one day, and he may say, good for him. For us to expect and look at Tristan and Andrew as their Jesus and they walk on water, that's not my standard of anybody.
Correct. But we're not talking about your standard because you've already solidified yourself and you are a man of honor and integrity who knows that. You're the one who gave a very objective response, and I appreciate that response. That was a very good response. We're talking about the men who are subscribing to the fact to what the Tate brothers are saying because they want to be in those circles. Okay, let's say this. Maybe they're operating in the toxic part of the manosphere. Because unfortunately, with these places and spaces, and even Reckless Ray said it on the live as well, okay, there are certain clubs that some people just not going to be a part of. So what do you think the niggas who can't get in that club are going to do? Create their own versions and their own subsections of the club. And they're businessmen, so a lot of businessmen who want all the money and they're really in their gluttony bag will sit up here and not just profit on the high profile individuals who can actually manifest this and have the certain levels of privilege and connection to get into these spaces, but to even make some money off of the motherfuckers who will never be up here with us because bitch, we're rich. Making money from the top all the way down to the bottom. And even though one of the Tate brothers may be going through a transformation in his own personal life, that video still exists and there are still people who are going to subscribe to that. So if he is transcending, it is then his responsibility to come out and to stand against what he said, because he now realizes that since he's grown and become better and looks in retrospect to say, hey, what I was saying was very toxic, because he said, if you want to be in the spaces of money and power and privilege and pussy, preferably tight virgin ones, and or hell, if you want to just fuck women and you find a chick you want and you want to smash her, let me tell you how to do that. To still remain an ice cold, he didn't say a warm-hearted playboy who's honest, a ice cold-hearted playboy. Are we going to ignore the fact that he said that?
I learned a long time ago, if you have that standard of anybody, you'll be disappointed very quickly. But the amount of influence that they're having out there on boys and what they're doing, if there isn't a father figure that's teaching those things, kids are going to gravitate to somebody like that that's going to inspire them. I think they're doing more good for society than bad, if you ask me. I think they're fighting the fight, and unfortunately, sometimes the people that we want to fight the fight will never meet 100% of everybody's criterias. Never. The people who had the courage to go up against the biggest bullies of all time were never people you would have said, I like 100 things out of 100 things that this guy stands for. No, they're typically very, very complicated human beings that have lived very weird lives.
But look at how those complicated human beings influence other people, like this.
Generation of children be subject to red pill ideology.
Fuck the woman, fuck the woman. What? No, wait. We love women. We love women. But not like transgenders. Yes, sir. We love everybody. No. All gays should die. Yeah, merch, preach.
That have been tough lives, that they have some scars, they have some vengeance in them, but they're fearless. And to get that kind of fearlessness requires a pretty shitty life to live, to get to a point like that. Some people that have lived a very proper life, mom and dad were married the entire time, they were together, they were not grown in the streets. My parents got 2 divorces from each other for 20 years. Certain lives are creating different kinds of human beings. I don't sit there and say, that is the gold standard on every single thing you should do with your life. I say, yeah, you know what, that's a pretty crazy video to make. You know what, if I was friends with you at that time, I would tell you, what are you doing making this video? Just take this thing down.
That's not an isolated incident. So here's what I hear that you're saying. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I hear you saying that the type of behavior that he was encouraging and training young men in, and this is the type of stuff that's behind their paywall if you join their Hustler University or whatever they call it. So you're saying that you would view that as a threat to your daughters because you're going to show this video to your daughters in order to warn them about young men who would take advantage of them sexually by deceiving them into thinking that they're cared about.
I'm surrounded by players. I mean,
But you view that as a threat to your own children, which means that you don't view what Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate are bringing to young men as something positive, because what they're doing is they're training other young men to behave like that.
Yeah.
They do have an incredible opportunity. I acknowledge what you're saying. They came from a hard background and they've been financially successful.
Yeah.
I would argue that they were financially successful for immoral reasons. I mean, they ran a pornography business. That's not really something to be proud of. It's not something that you want to inspire in other young men, is to run OnlyFans accounts, not give the girls the passwords, manipulate them into staying in the house. I mean, that's not really a positive thing. But if this is what they're teaching to young men, then the next generation of young men who may not be as wise as you are in saying, I don't put anybody on a pedestal, I don't view anyone as a savior. They do view these guys as a savior because it's the only people. It's the only people that are telling them, like, yes, you have a valid grievance with your masculinity being attacked. We're gonna have a culture of young men in 10 years who are objectifying women, using them and modifying their bodies. I don't think that's good.
If I have a binary choice between the current educational system that's getting people to go from traditionalist 0.8% them being part of the LGBTQ party community. We can say party or religion,
party or
church, whatever you want to call it.
It's a party.
Then you got boomers is what, 2%. Then you got, millennials is whatever. Then next one is when then Gen Zs are 21%.
Yeah.
If that indoctrination is turning 1 out of 5 kids to be part of LGBTQ and these guys are not, I would much rather have them listen to this guy.
Wow. So you rather have your sons play with the heart of women that they're supposed to be connected to. You will forgive the video and not critique the video and be actually objective to what's being spoken at the time, because if you did, you will face the wrath of your peers. We've seen this countless times. You will apologize for these individuals who are inspiring younger people to do this. But that's okay, because 1 of 5 people become LGBT. Okay, so let's use that narrative, right? Let's use that narrative. Let's say these women keep getting their heart broken and they go over to women. Don't you think they influence that person to go over there to the other side and see what it's giving? So again, there is accountability and responsibility as far as community is concerned. And as a same gender loving person, I've been saying this for the longest time, and I just wish people would just fucking say it and be honest. They would rather have their children be objectified and sexualized, as long as it means objectifying and sexualizing women. And I'm here to tell y'all that Mother Nature is putting a mirror up to everybody. Everybody about to know what it feels like to be a fag. Everybody about to know what it feels like to be a nigga. Everybody about to know what it feels like to be a woman, including the men, as far as the accountability is concerned. Instead of men who are the kings, the ones who are truly genuinely stoic, instead of them actually self-actualizing so that now you can't sit up here and say that I need to be accountable because I've actually done my job. Did you do your job, bitch? See, that's how you get to talk shit. Once you get your shit together and you do what needs to be done that's being asked of you, and you clean up your own front porch and take the goddamn tree trunk out of your eye, then you have the authority. Then you have the access to help other people get it out their damn eye. And if you don't hold these individuals accountable, they're going to continue to produce, like she said, the next generation of men who will objectify women. We see this all the time. Women dress up in all type of skimpy ways. A lot of them now are doing it because of self-agency and it's my damn body. But women have been taught culturally to cover up their body because it's unholy. When in actuality, it's the fact that niggas will see it and get horny. You coming into church with that short skirt on and stuff, you trying to tempt the men. Motherfucker, your mind supposed to be on Jesus, bitch. Why you looking at my ass? Jesus up here, not over here. Satan tempting your ass. He's tempting you, bitch. And some of the women are just so body bodacious naturally to where whatever they put on is going to be accentuated. Look at Yolanda Adams. She don't wear her titties out, nipples out. She ain't Lil' Kimming on stage. She wears very form-fitting gowns and she works out, take care of herself. Even Steve Harvey said, man, when I saw he was doing a special, I guess he was the host for some sort of gospel concert or something, whatever case may be. And he said, I saw Yolanda Adams and I saw that light hitting her and I said, ooh, damn. I'm in church saying, ooh, damn. Like, y'all not ready for that conversation. I just want y'all to be honest. But see, if y'all honest, then the real truth comes out. And that's something that y'all can't control. So, of course, you're going to continue to feed into this other type of stuff.
Just to be fair with you.
Can I make one quick point?
Yeah.
So,
you got 20 seconds,
everything's
bro.
about...
You got 20 seconds because we got to move on. I got 15 minutes. I'd like to hear some more stories.
Evolving and getting better. I would argue that video was done many, many years ago. And I think they have evolved.
That's their defense.
Okay. So, you read the game. I read the game. Yeah. Most guys will want to read something like that to get more women. At some point, you're going to evolve. I'll give one last thing.
Wow. So you want to evolve. Use these women as stepping stones. Fuck them up, break their heart, do all this shit, but then you're going to evolve. Okay, and guess what? When you evolve, those heartbroken women going to take some of your shit. How about that?
I started reading PBD's book.
How about that?
Choose your enemies wisely.
Y'all want to play whole stroke games? Let the whole stroke games begin.
And in many cases, the enemies have chosen them. But Pat, in the beginning of the book, talks about logic versus emotion. What is not good emotions is actually what these guys talk about, and that's the foundation of Stoicism. What is not good emotion is being sensitive, illogical, weak-minded, impulsive, irrational, and just being a pussy. But what is good emotion is having passion.
Not being a pussy, but y'all want to fuck. So I get it. You want pussy to fuck. That's it. You don't want people to be a pussy. You just want to fuck it. Wow.
Stoicism, being hyper obsessed with what you want to accomplish, being relentless, being powerful, and having purpose. And I would argue that the Tates try to bring out those types of emotions, the good emotions in men.
So if you like this clip and you...
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Okay. Again, fair use. I'm going to say this. Okay, my final thoughts. From a spiritual, energetic perspective, this is what my remedy is for the situation. When it comes down to the context of men, because we're speaking about men, because they're talking about how men feel, even though men are supposed to be sensitive, they feel some type of way, so you're dealing with some sort of emotion. it would be better for men to actually stop demonizing their emotional, quote unquote, feminine side and labeling it gay and something to stay away from, when it's actually the missing link to you being self-actualized. Because you need your mind and your emotions. There's a lost book of the Bible entitled the Book of Thomas, where the Christ narrative with Jesus was literally teaching people how to manifest what they want. You have to marry your mind and your thoughts and your emotions together. We do that unconsciously every day, but we're not intentional with our thoughts. We end up having low vibrational thoughts and low vibrational feelings, and we stay in them. And the universe does not decipher between what's real and what's not real. It's going to give you whatever you think and whatever you feel. It's not playing with your ass. That's why self-love is important. And that's why we manifest situations all the time, and we be like, damn, it seems like if it ain't one thing, it's another. Yeah, because your ass mentally and energetically are playing into that. What I would like for men, especially black men, to do, it's okay for y'all to sit down and heal. As we can clearly see, the feminine energy has been carrying things along, and y'all desperately need some milk, y'all desperately need some water, and y'all desperately need some rest. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea for some men to become at-home husbands, because they can at least spend time with their goddamn children. And we're going to stop capping on the capabilities of women, because women pushed all of us the fuck out. If men had to give birth, baby, abortion would be legal in the motherfucker. You can get that shit at the gas station, bitch. If men learn to tap into their emotional sides and not make it gay, it will literally strengthen the relationship between you and your woman. Because now she understands, you understand her. And because you understand her, God damn it, she gonna want to understand you, especially in the ways that a lot of men want to be understood. Because let's be real, baby, sex is a part of the package, bitch. It ain't the whole thing, but it better be in this motherfucker, girl. I ordered a whole combo, girl. Where is my condiments? Will you be needing any condiments, ma'am? You be needing any condiments? Where are my condiments? So, to the individuals in the manosphere who are self-aligned, who are actualized, who are actually operating in morals and values, and have a family and want to encourage other individuals who also want families, okay, in a healthy way, y'all gonna have to stand the fuck up, and y'all gonna have to really speak out against the individuals who are fucking it up for men. Because the gays ain't fucking it up for men. Women ain't fucking it up for men. Men are fucking it up for themselves. And if y'all keep operating in this very toxic way of, oh, well, they're not accountable, so why should I? Bitch, a real motherfucker gonna say, a real person is gonna be accountable for themselves. Yes, let's use the analogy of Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. The reason why Goku is the motherfucking GOAT is because Goku looks at life like a lesson, like a student. We've seen many goddamn arcs where Goku motherfucking got fucked up, murdered, sent to other dimensions and shit, fucked up. But he didn't allow himself to stay there. There was a will in him that wanted to be better. And then once he came back and finally reached another level, what did he always say? I thank you for teaching me that. If it wasn't for you, I fucking died and everything and I came back. But I learned my lesson now, and fuck them up. If men can look at life like that, they will actually show up as the men that they can be, and then some more. And in the society that we're in now, the system wants you to depend on it as much as possible. They want you to give your power away as much as possible. And there are some individuals who go to such extremes, unfortunately, at large, who will do that to other innocent people, who will end up becoming the oppressors of the system as well that's oppressing them. Because now men feel some type of way. When women and queer people have been feeling some type of way for the longest time, are we actually going to work through it? Are we actually going to talk through it? Are we actually going to be better? Or are we going to continue in this cycle that leads in destruction for all of us? Because the shit that's finna hit the fan for humanity, baby, humanity is not ready for it. And we could use this time that we have left building community, human community with each other. But I guess in American history, it always takes destruction for people to get their shit together, right? Yeah. Anyway, again, thank y'all for joining me for this live. I'm about to eat and I'm finna chill the hell out. Shout out to King Harold in the building. Shout out to Deshaun in the building, okay? Shout out to Queen Spicy in the building. Y'all were the ones I think who engaged the most. If you can, please make sure you hit that like button, okay? Because that's probably the most, important thing you can do for me on this channel, okay? It helps this channel to grow in the algorithms and to actually put me into more spaces where I can attract the people who actually want to talk about the stuff, not just argue and use dick measuring contests to feel good about themselves, but who actually care about the people and really want the people to be the best version. Keyword, the people, meaning all the intersections within the community, okay? Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you're liking the vibe and the thought processes over here on Bubzdagawd, okay? And if you feel compelled, please, please, please make sure you hit that Cash App, which is $Bubzdagawd. Anything you send will be absolutely amazing. And lastly, can you please share this content? Please share my content. If you know any Manosphere spaces, please share them there, okay? Because I want to continue the conversation, because I believe there are some men out there who literally want to manifest community. I believe there are some men out there who are secure in themselves, who are not threatened by this toxic masculinity and this fucking 24/7, 365, every hour, on the hour, policing of men and how men should be, but individuals who operate in themselves and allow other people to be, especially if who they are is genuine. Like, we got work to do, y'all. Got a job, y'all. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, y'all, peace.
Love never dies, just choose to be born again.
Hell no, in no way. Ain't never been a representative for me, so speak for you, my brother.
Honey, I represent all the men here. Anyway.